Okay, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a hamburger and potato chips along with it. These are the supplies you're going to be needing. Okay, first you're going to take some flesh colored clay and you are going to take a chunk about this big and you are going to actually going to take a bigger chunk. Sorry, and then just take a tiny bit off of it and roll it into a nice ball like this. Then take your X-Acto knife and cut that in half. Whichever side you choose, take it and just kind of spread it out. Probably when you cut it, on one of the sides went flat. To steer away from that, just put it in the freezer for a couple minutes, then cut it. It'll be harder and won't do that. So now you have the first top of your bun. Your first top of the bun. Now, taking the small bit you threw away, toss away, just fashion it into a little thick disc the same size as your bun. So that's pretty good, and this will be your bottom bun. So you have your top and bottom bun. Let's move on to the next step. Now, taking the top bun and a toothpick, just slowly go around the edges and create lines going down all on the center. When you're finished with that, we'll move on to the next step. Now that we have our top bun textured, we're going to take both of our buns and we are going to take brown pastels and lightly brush it on to give it a baked effect. Do this to both the top and bottom bun. When you're finished, we'll move on to the next step. Now that our buns are nice and brushed, we're going to take a darker brown, about this much, and we are going to create our hamburger patty. So again, just roll this out about this size. We want it to fit on the patty nicely. So about this size will be good. Now, taking a toothpick, we are going to begin texturing it. Make sure you get both sides. And it's okay if your fingers squish it, because that's how patties usually are. And you may need to reshape afterwards. Oops, sorry. Just to make so that's what the retextured. This is what the textured patty should look like. Something like this. Now again, you're going to be taking your pastels. So this time you're going to mix brown and also black, just a little bit of black though, because it's very overpowering in color. So you kind of want to get like a gray charcoal color. Something like this almost. And you're going to brush this on the patty. Not too much though, because this is serving Now, taking a light green color, take a small chunk, this much will do, and condition it. And then split it into two. Now roll these out into different shapes, just like that. You don't want them to be symmetrical. Lettuce isn't, so we want it to look real. And then taking the end of a toothbrush or a paintbrush in this case, just go over it and give it some texture. Just to make it more realistic like that. Now set those aside. And we'll move on to the next step. Now, taking the red, we're going to take a small chunk, split it in two, and we're going to simply flatten them out into circles like that. Now we're going to set those aside, and then we're going to bring our mixing tablet back out. We're going to take some translucent clay. We're going to make 2 small dots, and then we are going to get our yellow and shape it onto one, and then we're going to get our red and shape it onto the other. We're going to mix these. Now it's ready for the assemble. So take your bottom bun, set that down, and then we're going to put our lettuce. We're going to put one lettuce piece in the bottom to push that down. Then we're going to put our hamburger, push that down. Then we're going to put our other lettuce piece. Oops, never mind. First we're going to put, then we're going to put that, and then we're going to put some sauce on there. You can make generous amounts because you want it kind of hanging out the side so they can see it. So get it all over, and then we're going to apply our second piece of lettuce, and then we're going to finally apply our 2 tomatoes, and then to top it off, our top bun. Now your sandwich should look something like this. Watch part 2 of this to learn how to make the potato chips to go along with this. Thanks for watching. Bye.